Winter's here, the snow is falling on our car as we drive for miles to that little town called home. Tinsel hangs from every corner of the house, and Christmas lights shine bright through the cold evening fog.
So 5 months ago, we took a look at the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pro and compared it with some of the flagship options out there. And if you haven't checked out those videos yet, you can take a look at them right up here. And when we looked at the Liberty 3 Pro back then, I thought it was an absolute solid bit performer and gave it a really good score in terms of performance, sound quality, ANC, as well as overall build and design. And 5 months later, I have been using them on and off, and I also left it on my nightstand to listen to music at night. So I'm here to share with you what I think about these earbuds today, after using it for a couple of months. So the Liberty 3 Pro still comes in at around $170 and prices for its competition such as the Bose QC earbuds, the Sony WF-1000XM4 and the AirPods Pro are still pretty much the same. So in terms of value for money, I would say the Liberty 3 Pro is still a very attractive price earbuds, especially for all the features, sound quality and ANC performance. So I have always thought the design of the Liberty 3 Pro to be really beautiful. The case is also well made, and the LED light inside that shines through the earbuds simply looks fantastic. And when reviewing it a couple of months back, I felt that it is quite a comfortable earbuds. I have then also used the earbuds for a couple of more hours throughout the day, and I have found out that after an extended period of use, probably around 3 to 4 hours of use, I start to get some ear fatigue, and I believe it is because of the shape of the earbuds and how the wingtips presses against your ears that causes the pain. So if you take a look at the earbuds here, the wingtips kind of stick out quite a bit. Of course, you can change this to different sizes, but this is the one that fits me really well, but it does press against the inside of my ears. When you wear it for short periods of time, it's fine, but when you wear it for slightly extended periods of hours, like 3 to 4 hours, then it starts to hurt. So unfortunately, this is also the same case as the Sony as well as the Bose. And the most comfortable of them all is kind of still the AirPods Pro, where you will still get pain after a couple of hours, but you can wear them for longer periods compared to all of these different competitions out there. And design-wise, I think these are quite hardy. So I personally care for my earbuds and gadgets, and you can see even after months of casual use, they still look kind of pristine, kind of nice. And I try not to toss them around or, hold it with my dirty hands. I must say it really held up quite well. And although my unit was white, you can see that it did not turn yellow because I think the material here is a little bit of the pearl white type of finish, so it doesn't really change color or discolor. And the earbuds itself also held up really well. You can see that it's still very white and pristine. There's no yellow markings around, so I think that's pretty nice. So my only problem with this is that it doesn't have any aftermarket case that I can put it onto the unit. Since I'm quite paranoid about my gadgets getting scratched up or dinging, so far being careful with it really has paid off, but I still don't like living on the edge. Both my Sony WF-1000XM4 as well as the AirPods Pro permanently lives inside a case. So honestly, battery life isn't a big issue for me, and I think for my personal use case, I think they lasted longer than I can honestly use them every day. And in my everyday use, I don't really use the LDAC codec for my usual stream since I use an iPhone 12 Pro, and I have to be realistic, that's the phone that I travel with day in and day out. So using these earbuds with it, I'm pretty much always in the AAC codec. With the ANC turned on, I prefer to use ANC, so I never really turn them off. I use them without being too loud since they do get quite loud. I mostly use them around 20-30% volume only since I work in quite a quiet environment. So 6 to 7 hours of use really isn't much of an issue for me, and sometimes I really don't get to use them for such a long stretch at a time as well. So realistically, I think 4 or 5 hours of use, definitely not a problem for these earbuds. Chuck them back into your case and the quick charging will quickly top them up to 100%. And I always have a wireless charger on my desk, and if I use these earbuds, the case will sit on the wireless charger permanently to be topped up, so when I move around I grab it and it's always topped up. So that's a bonus plus point for me. So speaking of volume, I think the volume has been consistent. I haven't seen any degradation in terms of volume, and honestly after burning in the drivers, I think they sound actually quite nice and the volume is still really solid. So a comfortable listening volume for me is around 20 to 30%, and pushing it up to 50% is quite loud for me, honestly. 60% is already too loud for me, and I rarely push them so high up, so I'm still giving them thumbs up for the volume after so many months. So in terms of ANC, unfortunately, I haven't been able to fly with these earbuds yet, so that's one thing that I really wanted to test in the future, and I still stand by that these earbuds are one of the best in ANC Performance, and I believe if you've tried them with good fitting, you definitely can agree with that as well. The Sony and Bose are both really good examples of ANC earbuds, and to be honest, using them for a long time now, I would just say that they are all on par and equally as good. Since either one that you get, you're gonna get amazing ANC performance, so I don't think that 1 or 2% difference in ANC performance really makes a difference. One way I love using ANC earbuds is when it rains out. If your earbuds can knock out 100% of rain noise with some soft music playing, that's a testament to how great a pair of ANC earbuds that you have. And all the Sony, the Bose, and the Soundcore manages to do that. And surprisingly, the AirPods Pro is the only one that cannot really mask off that rain noise, but it's pretty darn close. So is the sound signature still impressive for the Liberty 3 Pro? And I would say an absolute yes. No change to my opinion with the sound signature, and it still thumbs like the first day I unboxed them. And to be honest, after burning them in, I think they are even better sounding. So bass here is still really powerful and clean, giving you a very solid, powerful thumb through each beat. And after listening to it a while, you start to be able to tell the drivers apart, because the dynamic driver just pumps out insane amount of power and bass, but at the same time the mids and highs are still crisp and clear. It's like the two frequencies just don't mind each other and play really well together, and that's where this Knowles BA driver really shines. However, with my own EQ tuning, I do notice that some songs will actually get a little ear piercing with higher volumes, because I mainly like to tune my earbuds to be a little bit brighter. So some songs really does get pushed quite high and gets a little ear piercing, but with that happening, I'll just lower down the volume. So overall, I'm still very impressed with the sound quality here with the Liberty 3 Pro. So will I still be buying these earbuds in 2022? And if I am in the market looking for a high performing earbuds below the $200 range, I would definitely say yes. But if you can afford the other earbuds like the Sony or Bose, of course they all have their own advantages and their own app layout, which is fantastic. I'll say why not, because since they are also very highly rated earbuds, both the Bose as well as the Sony, personally I would say that the Soundcore is really mingling at the same level as those flagship earbuds, so definitely give this a go if you haven't. So that is it for this long-term review. If you find this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next video.